let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It was such a big win for the Phillies tonight. That was such a huge victory. The Phillies win 6-5. It's so funny how baseball works. It's so funny. Last night, the bullpen blows a huge lead. Hector Neris blows his first game of the season. It was an ugly loss. The feeling in our stomachs was so it was hopeless. It was terrible. But then tonight, Aaron Nola has a trash day at the office, and the bullpen comes up so big, it comes up so clutch. Hector Neris is a monster. He ends up getting the save, and this time we get a big hit in the ninth. We take it over in the ninth. It's flipped the script. It literally flipped the script from last night, and this feels so good. It's so big. It really is. There's a big difference from being 1-1 right now in this series and being down 0-2. This was such a great confidence builder, and it makes the clubhouse just feel that much better and have that different of a feeling. This was big. I can't stress it enough. This was crucial. This was crucial and a big, big moment for this team's character. It was a funky game. That's the way I'll describe it. It was funky throughout. I felt like there were so many different levels of emotion throughout. It starts off with that weird Scott Kingery and Sean Rodriguez play early in this game, stealing second, getting the caught at home. Just odd and funky. We're down 1-0. We tie it up 1-1. And then Scott Kingery comes up huge with a double, knocks in 2 runs. It really could have been 3 runs because they said Jay Bruce was tagged out at home, but the replay, I don't know if there was enough evidence to overturn that with the swipe. I don't know if it actually touched his leg or not. They said it did, and they overturned the call, but we're up 3-1. Okay. We end up being up 4-2. Okay, we're okay. Cesar Hernandez hits a home run. We're okay. It's looking good. Bang. Bang, Aaron Nola gets crushed by Donaldson. Absolutely crushed. This ball was murdered out of the ballpark, and we're down. We're down just like that, 5-4, and the game just felt over. It felt over. That's where I was devastated. Now this game goes through this stretch of boring, slow-paced, no offense. I couldn't believe it. The game was going so slow, boring. Until the ninth. Scott Kingery gets on base. Sean Rodriguez with an insane bunt on a really tough pitch to bunt in play. There's an error on the throw to first base. We have second and third no outs. Cesar Hernandez with a huge 2 RBI single to give us the 6-5 lead. Now, what's funny, I feel like Cesar Hernandez listens to my show because every time I rip him apart, he ends up coming up big. I mean, the home run and the 2 RBI single in the ninth, the guy was very, very, very awesome today. Very awesome today. And so was Scott Kingery with those 3 hits. But I have to credit the bullpen as well. Here's their bullpen after Aaron Nola's terrible day at the office. J.D. Hammer, Nicasio, Alvarez, Ramos, and Neris. And I feel like they had this extra motivation because they heard the noise and they remember yesterday's game, of course. I felt like they had this extra motivation to get the job done. They had an extra mean mug going into this game. But as for Hector Neris, him specifically, he wanted another chance. He wanted another opportunity. He was sick to his stomach last night. And good for him, less than 24 hours later, and there he goes. He's got it. And he made the most of it. He did a great job. A little blooper to Cesar Hernandez for the first out. A little check swing for the second. Easy. Simple. Fly out to Bryce Harper for the third. There was never a doubt. We were going to close this bad boy out. Aaron Nola. Here's his stat line. 4 1/3. He allowed 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 93 pitches. I don't get it. Everyone wants to get so pissed off in other areas, right? Deservingly so. The offense isn't what we expected it to be, as powerful as we wanted it to be. The bullpen blew a save last night. Everyone gets so disappointed in them. But the real problem is, I'm not going to say the real, but a major one. This team isn't going to be successful if Aaron Nola is not going to be successful. Is that not fair? When we were coming into this season, we knew the starting pitching was going to be a problem. But we expected at least Aaron Nola to be good. He has been abysmal. He's been so bad. And this team isn't going to be carried without Aaron Nola being able to produce for us. And I'm sorry, but he got picked up today. That is so unacceptable. That stat line by Aaron Nola, that's so unacceptable. That pitch he threw to Josh Donaldson, I don't even understand. We would have never even seen anything close to that last year. Now, Donaldson had a great day at the office. He was one triple shy of a cycle. He saw the ball very, very well today. But that's no excuse. Come on, Aaron Nola. You got to be better. I got to hold you accountable. And I know he wants me to hold him accountable. You could see the disgust on his face as he left the game after that bomb he let up. Good, I want him to feel that pain. I do. But he needs to find a way to get out of this. Because we need him. We need him if we want to have any sort of hope towards the back stretch of this season. It's been disappointing. And I rip apart Nick Pivetta. I rip apart Jake Arrieta. I rip apart a lot of pitchers on this pitching staff. These type of outings, you deserved to be criticized. He needs to step it up. It has to be better. He just has to be better. He's been allowing a lot of homers. I don't know. I don't know how it's your third in the NL when it comes to the Cy Young race. To this, the drop-off is too much of an extreme. Now also, during this game, we lost Jay Bruce to a hamstring, and I'm sorry, but that's a problem to me. How many guys are we losing to hamstrings? There's a problem here. There's got to be a correlation between the hamstring injuries and some sort of medical staff problem. Or our trainer's problem. There has to be. Way too many hamstring injuries. Then JT Realmuto gets popped in the groin behind the plate, and he leaves the game, and Andrew Knapp comes in, who had a horrendous bunt attempt in the ninth. I mean, really, the most Andrew Knapp bunt attempt you could possibly see. So we got to factor that in moving forward. We potentially have two guys on the IL. Who knows? They say it's just precautionary for Jay Bruce. I'm not buying it. I think they're trying to save face. They say that during the broadcast, and they say that initially. But I have a feeling Jay Bruce is going to be out because that's just the way it's been so far this season with this Philly squad. They can't stay healthy. I'm not going to blame JT's on the medical team or the training staff because you get hit in the groin and he went down for a while. And speaking of going down, Newcomb got rocked. JT hit a line drive right up the middle and rocked him in the head. I've never seen anything like it. That's my biggest scare, honestly, when I watch plays like line drives go up the middle when I watch the pitcher move. I couldn't even imagine. That ball, the exit velocity flying off the bat, it was crushed, and it hit him right in the dome. Luckily, he walked off. I hope he's okay. I haven't heard any news on him. I feel terrible, but he got hit real hard right in the head. It wasn't shoulder. It wasn't like he got hit in the ribs or the chest. The head flying off the baseball bat like that. I hope he's okay. I really do. He had to leave the game early, and that was a tough sight to see without a doubt. But he looked like he got up and walked out to the dugout on his own power. Hopefully it's not as bad, but I can't imagine getting hit in the head with something that hard and not have a concussion. It just doesn't seem physically possible. For tomorrow's game, we don't know exactly who's going to start. I heard Cole Irvin's name, but we don't know if he's actually going to start or if it's going to be an opener situation. I think we need to figure that out. I'm not going to live and die by this method for much longer. That has to be addressed. But at the end of the day, this is where we're at. Tomorrow afternoon, we have a chance to win a series. Am I over last night's loss? I hate to say that I'm not. It's still sitting with me. It still is sitting with me. But the way we pulled this one out, it almost seems like, okay, you got the Braves saying, you guys stole one in game one, and we stole one in game two. So it almost seems fair. It sucks being a little greedy, thinking, well, you could have won both games. But let's be real. They squeaked one out in game 1. We squeaked one out in game 2. That's just how baseball works. Third game, though. Third game. Big. Big for the standings. You tell me before the series starts, bro, to take 2 or 3. I don't care how it happens. I just care that it happens. I'll take that any day of the week. So make it happen. But I'm afraid, though, because I think Andrew Knapper's going to get the nod anyway for the game. But he'll probably play with JT and the situation. And who knows what's going to happen with Jay Bruce. That's a big bat for us. He's been producing for us. He's been a reason why we score runs. Him and Scott Kingery. Man, I can't tell you enough about Scott Kingery and how happy I am for this kid. Whew. 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, a walk, a run. Kid's been special. Special. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.